Hello, everybody. Hope you all are doing good. Hope you've been getting through these crazy times. We've had a whole lot of crazy shit happening up in the cosmos there, and I know it can be tough to navigate sometimes and to kind of get in touch with what's really going on and, what's yours and what the universe is just kind of putting in front of us. So we got a reading here for you today. We got card number 1, card number 2, and card number 3. Look at them, feel them, and make a decision. We've got our tarot in 10 minutes. How we're going to do it is I'm just going to go ahead and reveal all 3, and then I will go and do the reading for each one. So for card number 1, we got some amethyst and some opal. Just add some good energies to you, whatever your message is going to be. And we've got number 3, Empress. Then for card number 2, we've got some Dalmatian Jasper and some Tektite, which is a meteor. For card number 2, we've got the Knight of Cups. For card number 3, we've got a double dose of Numite. This one here is my absolute favorite. One of the oldest stones around, true earth stone. Getting some good flash on there, that's cool. For card number 3, we've got Justice. Wonderful. So now let's start off with card number 1, Empress. This is a card about productivity. Creativity or procreation may be involved. Look at your card. The Empress is waiting to harvest what she has planted in a prior season. To everything there is a season, and everything occurs in its own time. This card describes a person who is productive, maybe even prolific, especially in the creative arts or sciences. It could also stand for someone who is very close to nature, in touch with the physical world, or an excellent parent. A bright idea may have occurred to you recently. Something from the past pays off. For answers related to work, keep up the good work. Things may take a while longer to pay off on the work scene, but good progress is being made. All the bases are covered, and the plans are unfolding as expected. Knock on wood. Someone is rooting for you. For love questions, expect the best. This is a serious relationship that involves marriage, or at least a firm degree of commitment. Wives, mothers, the birds and bees, and doing what comes naturally. Children or childbirth may be involved. Everything looks good on the home front. For money questions, watch over your assets. Savings, investments, money market funds, insurance policies, and retirement plans are all favored. You might want to start following the commodities exchange. An account you opened in the past is about to produce a yield. For strategy questions, sit tight. The best thing to do right now is nothing. Watch and wait for any new developments that demand your attention or immediate response. But for the most part, everything is done yet you can control. The rest is out of your hands. Keep your fingers crossed. So that was the Empress. Let's see if we can get some flash of this guy here for you. So that was for those that chose card number 1. For card number 2, Knight of Cups. This is a card about deliberate behavior. Look at your card. A dark-eyed knight wearing wings comes into the picture on a prancing steed. At this moment, someone is winging his or her way to you. It could be a lover or it could be a newborn. The progress may be a little slower than you would like, but the entrance that is made is memorable, maybe even spectacular. For questions relating to work, incremental progress. Take one step at a time, work at your own pace, and keep plodding. Eventually, you will finish the assignment or mission you have taken on. An ultimate goal or final destination is reached. You come through with flying colors. For love questions, propositions. Someone attempts to sweep you off your feet with a little sweet talk, outright flirtation, or a series of suggestive remarks. Though nonchalant and slow in its way, the action is fast, perhaps too fast for you. Someone is delivering a few well-rehearsed lines. For money questions, the check is in the mail. Money is sent or automatically transferred into your account on a routine basis. In a pinch, money is wired or a certified check comes via express mail, or a promotional offer in a time-dated envelope is printed on paper that resembles a check. Something you sent for comes via direct mail or courier service. You could also receive a fax. For strategy questions, deliver on your promises. The situation calls for swift action, but there are many details to attend to in fulfilling a request or executing an instruction. Buy yourself some breathing room by relying on a delivery service or an electronic means of communication. Focus on preparing and packaging a message first, then on delivering it. So that was Knight of Cups for those that chose card number 2. And then we've got Justice for card number 3. Look at those beauties. Justice. So, for those that chose card number 3, this is a card about reaching decisions. The judge weighs all the evidence in the scales. Legal precedent is considered, and then the sword of decision comes down. This card describes a person who is a logical or analytical thinker, or someone who upholds or enforces the law. Lawyers, judges, police officers, or critics may be involved. Evidence is collected, facts and feelings are expressed, a case is presented, a verdict is reached. For questions related to work, play by the rules. Employee agreements are signed, procedures and job descriptions are updated, or long-standing policies are enforced. Performance is reviewed and documented. A test must be passed. Perhaps you will receive your just reward. For love questions, tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth will save this relationship. Openness and honesty are called for now. Don't jump to a conclusion until you hear the whole story. Consider your decision carefully and deliver it calmly. For money questions, weigh the alternatives. Pros and cons are involved. Consider the pluses and minuses of various investment options or spending plans. Review past financial performance. Identify discretionary expenses to cut. Itemize deductions. Balance your checkbook. For strategy questions, consider the consequences. You are accountable for your own actions. Make sure that binding agreements are duly executed in writing. Don't cut corners when it comes to getting required permissions in advance. So there is your reading for tonight. Those were all pretty positive, I'd say. You can see how a lot of these were relevant to the current situation that a lot of us are finding ourselves in, and the whole dynamic of how society is these days. So, thank you for joining me. I hope you had as much fun watching it as I do making it for you. Hope you all are able to get through the rest of this week and have one hell of a weekend.